and eating it and grossing people out. That was fun, but it didn't really reward me with anything other than laughs.
Well, you got
No,
that.
but it also wasn't posted, so it's on Chat Roulette. There was no way to monetize that anyway, right? So you just need to create an Instagram channel where you put various spreads on your stomach and then you
Yeah.
scoop it up. with
Different dips.
chips,
Tim
and
dips.
crackers.
was
Tim,
called.
oh yeah. Sorry, Gil, I gotta go embarrass you in the future if you ever find
Daddy, I
these.
want a cracker.
No,
those are Daddy's crackers.
Yes.
Don't touch my crackers.
If you got every toy you wanted, I don't think you'd care. You would
Oh,
mind.
not now, but if they were to surface when he's a teenager, hey, your dad used to lay around with his shirt off and scoop peanut butter off his belly with a cracker.
Everybody says that, like, oh, these things live on the internet forever. Then where's my MySpace page? It's not there.
You can find it if you go look it up.
I've tried looking it up.
Do you
and
remember
I
how to
cannot
log
find it.
in? Do you remember how to log into it?
I've tried logging in, but it doesn't matter. That's for me to find. It's just not out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, these
yeah.
things don't. I post it all over Vine. Where's Vine? Don't know.
Well, it's
Not
gone.
there.
It's gone.
With
Dang.
MySpace, even if you do log in, the way the layout that we all remember with the top friends and the music that was embedded like a GeoCities
Super
page,
annoying.
and the various blogs that were, at least my blogs, it seemed like they were written by a 14-year-old girl. So angsty, whiny. That's all gone now. But I'll tell you one thing it does. I signed into MySpace once. This was a few years ago. And then a bunch of people I knew started reaching out to me and said, hey, we're getting emails that say you logged back into MySpace and we should join you. And that feels like a violation.
Yeah, they're
Greg's back.
Like,
We
hey,
better
I
get
was
back
just
in.
trying to
taking
sneak into
advantage of you.
MySpace.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if the old photos of
I do miss the freedom of MySpace though.
It had a
MySpace,
lot of freedom.
Remember, you could again from the customized music to the background.
That's how I learned how to do HTML.
Yeah, it taught you how to code a little bit while
Yes.
while using it, and then everything else that came out after it was a lot more simpler. And I
Yeah.
think that was the appeal, I guess, of Facebook when it first came out, and then everything else that's come out since then.
waste hundreds of dollars on that Mafia game.
Oh yeah,
It was a simpler time. You
Yes.
could actually reach out to people you didn't know, and they didn't automatically call you a creep and ignore you. I have several friends still to this day that we didn't know each other before MySpace, and we just reached out. And it really was set up in a strange way where you could search. It was kind of like a dating site, but it was not a dating site.
But you could search.
people.
Yeah, you could search within your region and put in like Harry Potter 30 single female.
Peanut butter.
Stomach spreads.
Your soulmate.
Well,
Facebook would never lead you to that. Maybe there's a spread on the stomach group on Facebook.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there's.
there probably is like a Facebook group.
If not on Facebook, certainly on Instagram.
a spread community.
Yes. Well, there's already that, but it has nothing to do with peanut butter. Well, maybe a little peanut butter. Greg, do you have any stories from Studio B1 today?
I do. You don't like talking about this, huh?
No, I'm fine talking about it, and we can revisit it in the next segment. But I would like to get to a story.
The Minecraft movie was released and it shattered box office expectations. $163 million this thing made opening weekend. I guess I'm not surprised. I've never played Minecraft. I don't really think about it, but I know it's huge. So it shouldn't be shocking to me that it made this much money. I guess the shock just comes from the fact that any movie makes any money. these
Autumn
days.
used to play Minecraft during the show because her daughter ratted her out once.
Yeah, she sure did.
Are they into
Minecraft during the show.
Are they into Minecraft?
They were. I'm more into Minecraft now because I've been watching Lost. Nope, not Lost. Not Lost.
Lost.
Alone. No, I'm not watching Lost. I'm watching Alone on Netflix. And it's like, man, this reminded me of Minecraft. And then it just so happens that the Minecraft movie came out. I watched the Red Letter Media review of Minecraft, and Mike on there found it charming.
You know, I guess there's two different types of mind, like your world building, and then there's the younger people maybe play the quests where you fight.
Well, there's playing the actual game, right, where you like are gathering and doing enough to get to the end, and then there's just people building stuff and like surviving and there's
I've never played
creative
it,
mode
so-
where you it's actually I really liked it. I'm getting back into it.
It looks like
Roblox seemed better.
Roblox. Well, it seems
want
no,
the
Roblox
Roblox
is
movie.
way worse.
Roblox movie. But if I have a feeling that if I were to start playing Minecraft, I get a little too obsessed with it and never stop playing. Did you play it, Jared?
I played it a couple times, but I never got into it. I liked well, what's the game that's on everything now? You can play it on console now, and
Pac-Man?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Pac-Man.
Are you talking about that thing where you're like on an island and the
Yes.
people talk like
Yes, I played that one a couple times, and I got
What is that
more. I
called?
got more into
I
it.
don't know.
Now I'm blanking on it. It's going to come to me in like 5 minutes. I know.
Jared's Island, where people go. Me, 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 me.
It was a great place.
I'm surprised that the movie did so well because
Animal
usually
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yes, Animal
usually
Crossing was definitely fun.
something with Jack Black is box office poison.
You think so?
Yes.
No.
I thought the
it's not.
School of Rock and the
That was
whatever
25
thing with
years
the
ago.
magical pick.
Super
movie.
Mario. Super Mario did great with
Jumanji.
that. Yeah.
Jumanji was
Yeah,
good.
Jumanji did well.
He's just so annoying. I can't imagine sitting through 90 minutes of him.
Supposedly, the theater
Shallow Hal.
experience with this Minecraft movie is absolutely insane. Kids are screaming every line, getting excited for every little
Really?
inside joke that references Minecraft, and it's chaos at the movie theater when you go and see
That's fun.
like a matinee, especially like spring break right now. I'm sure it's wild.
Could you imagine? I don't know anything about the game. I've never played the game. So why would I go see a movie about something I don't know anything about?
Well, you've got time. You
Well-
can start playing this week, and then you can watch the movie this
Yeah.
weekend.
You're not the audience.
No.
Like as you get older, it's like, why would anybody do this? Why is it so popular? I don't understand. Clouds, get away from me. Like,
I don't get it. Why is Jack Black in it? He's my age and he's not funny.
I know. I mean, I'm on the cusp, right? Like I'm younger than you, but I happen to have kids that were into it, and then I started playing it and liked it. But you're
I
right.
don't feel like
why
anyone
would
our
anybody go
age-
see the movie? But people like the game.
Autumn, I don't feel like anyone our age without kids would play I shouldn't say that. There are
Well, aren't
plenty of
people your
probably
age
our
without
but most
kids?
people.
Single people that are you guys' age, don't they play a lot of video games and stuff? Which is why
Not
they're
this type
single.
though. That's like a
Yes.
kid game.
Yeah. Oh, so
Feel
they're
like they're
doing
not
the
into-
RPG games.
Now, Greg, I'm curious. Has this movie already made more than Snow White collectively?
Oh yeah.
It has to have, right? By,
Yes.
just in one weekend. See, that just shows again,
Paid
like
for itself already.
Yeah.
how out of touch kind of the movie industry is now. The fact that a movie about a video game, Minecraft, beats Snow White, which Snow White
Well,
I'm
that
sure
Apple-
had way more budget.
That Apple TV show with with Seth Rogen that I brought up earlier in the show, The Studio, it sort of makes fun of that need that studios have to just put out a garbage movie. The premise is that the head of the studio, the owner, wants him to make a movie about the Kool-Aid Man
Right.
because he thinks it'll make $1 billion. So it just
That's
kind
not
of
As
sits
if
so-
in
Seth
there.
Rogen's above that. He would be the Kool-Aid Man if they paid him enough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think about Adam Sandler and how he had made that movie, like This Is 40 or whatever it was. Is that was that his? Right, where like in that movie there are all these parodies of terrible movies that Adam Sandler would have made, right? Where his like head is transplanted onto like a chihuahua and stuff.
I think that was. I think that was grown
hold on,
ups.
but then he really
Yeah,
does
it's grown
make a terrible movie like the one where he's his own twin.
Jack and Jill.
Oh
Jack
yeah,
and
that
Jill?
was so bad.
But people go and see those movies because they love Adam Sandler. He's like the modern day Jerry Lewis. Though he's a little older now. But when Jerry Lewis was past his prime, he was still making terrible movies, and people would go see them.
and they must be relatively low budget in order to make them. It must be like
Well, Netflix just gives him tons of money.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, keep on spending.
Happy
Adam
Gilmore
Sandler,
too.
he gets all his. I think he spends most of the money just getting his friends jobs.
Yeah.
And then
I
they
would
all
do the
just hang
same.
out and
I
make a
would do the
movie.
same. I would
They film
absolutely
in
do the same.
locations that they want to go to, like
Right.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like this would
Yeah.
be nice. Let's go.
Let's go somewhere on vacation, and hey, let's make a movie. Let's get a studio to throw a bunch of money at me.
Yeah, you can't hate him for beating the system there. Alex Williams says there's a crash slowing the ride on I-23 to Cab.
That's right, Jared. We've had reports of this crash from our traffic troopers. They say it's been in the left lane, and I see the delays associated with it. The crash is located 20 eastbound just before Panola Road. You're slow back to Wesley Chapel Road. If you're traveling on 285 southbound, the inner loop into Cab, that ride's actually improving on and off the brakes between Dorville and Clarkson. And slowest part of the outer loop on the west side is 285 southbound, the outer loop between South Cobb Drive and I-20, the West Freeway. Another slow spot we've been watching all afternoon is I-85 up through Gwinnett County. Andrew Seco.
That we are hasn't really improved much in the last couple of hours either, Alex. The crash was off to the right, 85 North Lawrenceville-Sewanee Road. That's exit 111. It's since been cleared, but the brake light's still taking you all the way back towards Highway 316. This is word sponsored by Zenchi Handcrafted Sushi. Craving something fresh and flavorful? Discover Zenchi Handcrafted Sushi. High quality, affordable, and made fresh daily. Find Zenchi Sushi today at your local Publix markets right by the seafood counter. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Tara diamond will do. Tara, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
We've lowered prices. You can save 15% or more on hundreds of items like Thomas Mini Bagels, Campbell's SpaghettiOs, and more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Is thinning hair or receding hairline making you self-conscious? Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow by New Nordic. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
Does Greg like anything besides, like, you know, misery and solitude and loneliness and all that fun stuff? I'm actually legitimately curious. What does Greg like?
Did you hear that, Greg? What do you like?
Cats. The
Okay.
musical.
Yes. Question answered. Question asked.
Phantom of the Opera. The
Yeah.
musical.
Yeah, we're not talking Cats the animal.
Oh, you don't like actual cats, Greg?
I mean, actual cats are fine, but I don't like them clawing the furniture.
No, you get them declawed, right? That's the nice
No,
thing.
you can't do that
I know
either.
You
That's
can't. That's terrible.
So I just avoid having a cat. And a dog, they're too needy, so no, not dogs.
How about a goldfish?
I did have a goldfish before. I put it in a bowl with a live plant, thinking that the live plant would give it enough oxygen to live, but I don't think
That didn't
worked.
seem to work, did it?
No. Well, the plant also grew too big, and then the goldfish had no room.
Oh, that's too bad. Rest in peace.
You
What
saw-
did it have
I
a
like
name?
plenty of things. What is this? Just because I...
Hey, we didn't
When
believe it.
It's an open micer.
I think it's a better question for Eric.
Well,
He seems to dislike everything.
He likes the Beatles. We all know
yes,
that.
and records.
And solitude.
Gummies.
And buying things.
Yes.
Whiskey.
Wordplay.
Right.
Not
What did I
having
even say?
tummy troubles.
I said I liked Roblox, and it was better
Yeah.
than Minecraft, and that got a nasty response from you all. No, so much
Bad
worse.
talk in Minecraft.
Who
Come
gave
on.
you a net? No one gave you a
It was
nasty
me. I
response.
did.
Oh.
I was like, Roblox is stupid.
Robots is dumb.
Be an adult and play Minecraft.
Yeah. We have another open mic.
Hey, what's going on, Doctrinaires? It's Nate over in Winder. Hope
Hi,
y'all
Nate.
are doing great on this Monday.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all were talking about MySpace. We should bring back the top friends that MySpace had and just put it in Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. We should just throw it on all the social media platforms.
What a
so
bad
to see
idea.
if we can get people even more sad and depressed. Why not? Let's just go for broke.
Yeah. What happened to Tom? That's what I want to know.
I miss Tom.
There's another reason Trump can manipulate people on the internet. You know, oh, you're You don't like, I'm not liking your policy. You dropped out of my top friends.
You're not in my top friends group. If you're not in my top friends group, I'm sorry, but, I'm going to have, it's going to be, of course, my son, Barron, not the other two.
I figured Melania would be number one, and then Elon number two?
No, Elon will be in the top 5, but he won't be number 2. Number 2 will be Netanyahu, my best friend. And then 3 and 4 will be Netanyahu. And then my 4th one or 5th one, I don't know. Anyway,
Not even Don Jr. or Eric?
Nah, they're jerks. They're grown-ups. They're grown-ups.
Don't like oh, you do like Kai Trump?
She's a great golfer.
You like Kai.
I don't think she's doing so hot in the golf game, I don't think.
I mean, they put so much pressure on her. I mean, she had
Hey, you're either good or you're not.
Yeah, she's so young, and they're like, "Oh yeah, she's gonna be a phenom," and it's like, okay, like you can't put that on that poor girl. I think she's like 15 or 16 years old. She's still figuring it out now.
Okay, well that's good. I wish her all the best. Greg likes a lot of things though, besides Roblox and Cats, the musical, and other Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. Do you like Evita?
It was okay. It was fine.
Yeah?
Werther's Originals, I like those.
You do?
I made the mistake of just putting a caramel.
I didn't know you were
70.
70.
You guys were talking. Not the hard candies, man.
Uh-huh.
These are the Werther's Original soft caramels.
Oh.
You could eat a whole bag in one sitting.
Those are for old people without teeth.
They just gum them.
I love me some Werther's. In fact, when they first came out, all the commercials were like, every grandparent has Werther's. I never saw them in anyone's home. Did you?
No,
I did, yeah. No, yeah. And they were always grandparents and old people.
Now, somehow my parents had grandparents rather had licorice.
What kind of licorice?
I don't know. It was like.
Well, what color was it?
It was unwrapped. It was like a blackish green.
Oh, so it was awful.
Oh, it was terrible. But it was unwrapped, and you just reached your hand in the jar. It was disgusting.
Oh yeah, that's how they kept the candy. All dusty and hard and.
I was like, when did you replace this, Grandma? I don't know, 2 years ago or something. I'm like, oh, gross.
1972.
Alex Williams is tracking delays through downtown.
That we are, Jared. Still a little slow through the heart of the city, 85 southbound. You hit the brakes right where you approach that ramp to I-75 north there in the Brookwood interchange. The delays continue southbound down toward about William Street. Northbound sluggish up to Freedom Parkway. And got a new left lane crash on the west side outer loop, 285 southbound just before Hollowell Parkway, or right at Hollowell Parkway exit 12, causing some delays back towards South Cobb Drive. Also been tracking a crash on I-20 in DeKalb County, Andrew Seco.
That we have left lane blocked for a little while now here. 20 eastbound at Panola Road, exit 71. Seeing the brake lights all the way back towards 285. No need for an alternate though, just a quick tap of the brakes. Approaching the Mall of Stonecrest. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's the active season here in the ATL. Are you going to be active or inactive because of chronic joint pain? Hey, it's Mark Aaron back from my pals at QC Kinetics. I want you to know something. The medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Atlanta are on the case and focused to finally get you the relief you need. With QC Kinetics, the science solid. They give you your life back without surgery, without drugs, and without any downtime. Get out and be active this summer. Golfing, swimming, tennis. Heck, pickleball seems to be picking up speed. Get out there and be active. Don't let your chronic joint pain hold you back. Curious if you'd be a candidate for these treatments? No problem. Consultation totally free, and they're happy to take a look and see if they can help you finally get relief. Call now and find out how easy it is to get back to enjoying life without chronic joint pain. Now, the best time to get started. Call QC Kinetics now, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026 for QC Kinetics.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through May 4th, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months. And ask how to get free installation on qualifying bundles. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After 24 months, regular rates apply.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. With thousands of 5-star reviews, you can trust us to bring happiness home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
When divorce puts your life's work on the line, Cordell & Cordell is ready to help you protect it. As a business owner, you've dedicated years building a legacy now at risk due to divorce. Let our experienced family law attorneys fight for you and that legacy. Call to schedule your consultation today.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Atlanta area attorneys. 404-793-0000. 1 Glen Lake Parkway Northeast, Suite 975, Atlanta, Georgia 30328. Joseph Cordell, Principal Partner. CordellCordell.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, President Trump promising to work with other countries on tariffs.
We have many countries that are coming to negotiate deals with us, and they're going to be fair deals, and in certain cases they're going to be paying substantial tariffs.
Bloomberg's Tom Busby reports tariff worries continue to rock the markets.
Some scary words from the CEO of BlackRock, the nation's largest asset management firm. He told the Economic Club of New York today most of the CEOs he's spoken with say the U.S. is already now in a recession. And today, President Trump doubling down on his tariff wars, denying early reports of a plan to pause the rollout of those levies, even threatening to increase tariffs on China to 50% unless Beijing lowers its retaliatory levies on U.S.-made products.
And a WSB Money update. Stocks finishing the day mostly lower after a roller coaster ride. Kennesaw State University economics professor Roger Tutterow says it is going to be bumpy.
The smartest thing to do is to continue to keep your eye on the market, but understand that volatility is going to be the norm going forward.
The Dow ends the day losing 349 points. S&P is down 11. The NASDAQ actually gains 15 points on the day. It is 59 degrees in Atlanta. Sunshine returns tomorrow, but cooler. When do rain chances return? Channel 2 Action News chief meteorologist Brad Nitz has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The National Weather Service now confirms an EF1 tornado touchdown in Spalding County during this morning storms. There's minor roof damage to about a dozen homes. The stormy weather, bad news for golf fans in Augusta today. Patrons at the practice round of the Masters have to get off the course around 11:30 before it's eventually called for the day. Anyone with tickets today will get a refund and have the opportunity to get tickets for the Monday practice round at next year's Masters. With spring storm season here, reporter Chuck Sievertson has more on a new effort to make it easier to get federal flood insurance.
A new website at which Americans can get a flood insurance quote directly has been announced by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. It's quick and easy and takes just a few minutes, says Cameron Hamilton, the acting FEMA administrator. In a statement, he says insured survivors recover faster with spring flooding and hurricane season coming. The site is floodsmart.gov, and quotes are free.
BioLab has fined over $61,000 for the fire and chemical cloud at its facility in Conyers last fall. A federal investigation finds the company stored its hazardous chemicals improperly. The fire started at a company warehouse that stored a number of chemicals. In addition to the fine, OSHA is issuing 4 serious citations and 2 other than serious citations for violations by BioLab. A grand jury in Cobb County indicts a man accused of trying to kidnap a toddler at the Walmart on Cobb Parkway. Acworth police arrested Mahendra Patel last month after a mother said he tried to kidnap her 2-year-old son. Patel's attorney, though, says her client was trying to stop the child from falling from a motorized scooter. If you're on a staycation for spring break in Metro Atlanta, Atlanta's own Delta Airlines offers you something to do.
The Delta Flight Museum has reopened with new interactive exhibits. Exhibit director Nina Thomas says there's an interactive board.
It shows different things throughout Delta's history, like the first onboard meal that you could have had when we started introducing flight attendants on board.
The museum itself is historic.
They are historic hangars, and they are some of the oldest buildings on ATL campus.
Visitors can even try out a 737 flight simulator. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Houston and Florida meet for men's college basketball's national championship tonight in San Antonio. CBS Sports contributor contributor John Rothstein talks about what could be the key to the game.
Can Florida match Houston's toughness? Houston under Kelvin Sampson has built the best culture in college basketball. Florida's front court needs to match the Cougars up front. That is the matchup to watch tonight in San Antonio.
Tip-off just before 9 o'clock. It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Getting even slower in DeKalb County on I-20 eastbound from Wesley Chapel Road. This crash that is now blocking the left lane completely heading out to Panola Road, exit number 71. So just look out for those delays as you leave that east side perimeter. Elsewhere in Henry County, 75 northbound, little sluggish as you leave the Highway 155 area at McDonough heading up toward Jodico Road. And a new crash, I-75 northbound in Morrow, Mount Zion Boulevard, exit 231. That one knocks out the left lane. We've also been following a crash on 285, the west side of town, Andrew Seco.
That we have, looking in a left lane here, 285, getting past the Stone Mountain Freeway, looking a little tough. No need for an alternate, just a quick tap of the brakes, passing that left shoulder. Everywhere else working well around Atlanta's bypass. We do have a little stoppage, 285 east, merging onto 85 north. It's exit 33. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Last of the showers will be moving out, and we'll have a clearing sky late tonight, overnight, and into Tuesday morning down to 44. Sunny, breezy, and cool tomorrow, high 61. Sunny on Wednesday, a little frost possible in the suburbs, 40 in the city to start the day, then sunny and 67. For Thursday, increasing clouds, a few scattered showers late, low 47, high 72. Now my 5-day forecast for Friday and Saturday. We'll have some scattered showers Friday, mostly cloudy, low 53, high 67. Mostly sunny Saturday, low 46, high 65.
54 in Dunwoody, 57 in Midtown Atlanta, 55 in Noonan. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Aram here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing, the honest plumber. Like me, Superior Plumbing has been doing business for more than 40 years. Trust me, to last that long takes dedication to doing the job right and building trust with your customer base. I've used Superior Plumbing for years, and owner Jay Cunningham is committed to making you a customer for life, too. Next time you need a plumber, visit thehonestplumber.com.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey, it's Scott Slade for FGA Roofing. If your home's exterior could use an updated look, or maybe one of your neighbor's designer roofs has caught your eye, and your current roof has started to show its age, then now's the perfect time to check out FGA Roofing for the latest in architectural shingles, timberland shingles, and more. Slate, tile, wood shake, cedar roofs, FGA has them all. FGA Roofing offers 0% financing for 12 months with your good credit. Get the roof you want now and pay over time. Click firstgaroof.com. That's firstgaroof.com.
All right, Greg Russ, do you have another story from Studio B1?
Yeah, I feel like we always talk about AI, but, you know, it's our world now. AI is taking over, and leading computer scientists predict a Star Trek-like future for AI, and this is based on several things. Shared learning, AI agents continuously exchange knowledge, rapid response, decentralized control, the fact that they learn throughout their lives, not like other artificial intelligence before when you had to program it at the beginning and that was it.
Yeah.
So it continues to evolve. That's a good thing, I think. We talk about all the bad things with AI, but I would like to live in a Star Trek-like world.
So where you could go in the or you could have the replicator make food and have it taste like the food that you wanted to make. And what was that room they had on Autumn? You might remember.
The holodeck.
The holodeck. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's what I want. The holodeck.
We'll get there. That and you get the haptic.
Yeah, but we'll be
vests
too
and-
damn old for the holodeck unless you could like make yourself younger.
Well, for us, yes, but I meant humanity when I said we, not you and me. We're done.
Oh, I don't care about humanity. I only care about me.
You won't
You
get
are
to
humanity.
experience the holodeck. No holodeck for you.
I want to experience the holodeck. I want to be able to play, baseball for the Yankees one game, and just have
Oh,
fun.
that's what you do. That's what you do. With
Of course, I wouldn't do anything nefarious. They'll have governors on it. You won't be able to use it for stuff like that.
Well, they were able to use it for stuff like that on Star Trek.
They were?
Yeah, think about all the times that Riker went in the holodeck. What was he up to?
Yeah.
Sex pest.
Why would he
I
go-
like it. I think that's open-mindedness that we don't have now. In the future, they do. They'd say, you want to go to the holodeck? You want to have some adult fun? Go for it.
Number one, go in there.
I mean, Jordy went on dates in there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, he was shy and he needed to practice dating.
Right.
Jordy. Worf went in there and fought.
Yeah.
Weren't all the Sherlock adventures in the holodeck?
Yes.
Yes. Dixon Hill, I think his name was.
Yeah. The line must be drawn here. I just wanted to say that. Here. Oh, that's right, because he went in that movie First Contact. Jared's like looking at his feet. The movie First Contact. They go in the holodeck, and the ship's been taken over by the Borg, and Commander Picard or Captain Picard says, "Make the bullets live," and he shot a bunch of Borgs with the bullets with the Tommy gun.
Ugh.
Hey, don't.
Terrible movie.
No, it's not.
I liked it when it came out.
You hate it
And
because
then-
the Red Letter Media hates it.
Oh, I do love the review. I
Which
do
one
love
hates
that
it?
review.
Which one?
But
The
going
guy
back and
speaks
watching
like
it doesn't
this?
hold up.
I hate Star Trek. Star Trek is stupid.
Mr. Blanket.
All right. Yeah. So, well, in the short term, right now, we can use it to make offensive or funny videos.
That's true.
Yeah, the one that you're making right now, Tim, is absolutely hilarious.
Well, I
by the
finished
way.
it, so I'm going to post it later.
Ooh,
I just need a
this is
new
gonna be
title
wild.
card. Well, it's based. There's a movie coming out that supposes that Abraham Lincoln may have been bisexual and had multiple lovers.
Oh, they did share a bed, right? Or is that a
Well, that's
folklore?
something. Yeah, that's something that's noted because it was cold, and
Oh, yeah,
you had
cold.
This movie, though, from what you sent me,
yeah,
it's not really taking a realistic look at it.
No, it's not at all. But it's supposing. It's using it as a like the vampire movie, where he was a
Yes.
vampire killer. It's in this he's using a different stake. But anyway, he this is in my world, so I wrote a letter from Abe Lincoln to Sherman, and I made a video of it.
And it's great. It's great. Tim
I'm gonna post it somewhere.
Tim gave a little preview to George and I off air, and well, needless to say, you got to go to Tim's socials later to see it.
It's not offensive at all, Greg. You've probably seen the whole thing, unless you haven't watched it yet. I sent it to you, and I think it's very tasteful.
I do too. I was not offended. You probably killed 3 rainforests making it, since AI requires so much power. But
Oh,
it's
that's
not your
okay.
fault.
That's not-
right.
Yeah, I have
Does
nothing
that
to
kill
do with it.
rainforest power?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's
indirectly.
Ma-
You could trace it back to a rainforest somehow.
They should all be next to nuclear power plants. That way, we don't feel bad about all the energy they consume. That's what they should do with these things,
Let's
right?
get the horses doing something. Let's get them on treadmills. Start making power.
Well, they'll end up on the streets of Atlanta dying.
Yeah,
People live there.
that's why that horse died, is because
he was powering AI.
Any more details on that?
killing us.
Yeah,
got a great video, though.
That's a good question Greg has. Are there any more details on this dead horse, or it's just like, oh, we found it and we figured it out?
Atlanta
They
police.
need the owner, right?
They have found the owner, and the owner is being cooperative. But other than that, it's not really. It doesn't really explain, at least in the WSB radio article. As
Yeah,
of
it
right
seems
now.
like the owner said the Vegas had a sudden health issue.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like.
Okay.
And I had a sudden, I got to get the hell out of here.
I had a sudden. I'm just going to leave this dead horse on Peachtree Street.
Well, that's fine if it's a sudden issue, but was it attached to a carriage? I'm trying to figure out why the horse was where it
Oh, it looks like it's
was.
almost like in an ATM bunk, like where an ATM would be tucked in. Its butt's kind of stuck in there, and it's just sprawled out on the sidewalk. There's nothing around it. No saddle, no ropes.
There's no
nothing.
reason for a horse to be downtown unless it's pulling the carriage.
Well, the police have horse, but a police officer wouldn't leave a dead horse on the street.
No. Well, I guess, maybe.
No, well, they wouldn't do that. Why would
For
they
a
do
minute.
Yeah, that's true. But it ended up. Did they know how
Like,
long it
oh,
was
my
there?
horse died. I
This-
got to go figure out how to get this horse out of here.
It was long enough. It was there long enough for people to walk upon it, get videos of it dead. and post them. And
They have determined, at least over the AJC, that no foul play has been determined.
No foul play.
And
It's not like someone murdered the horse.
I just want to know why it was there. That's what I
because
curious.
because it was. Listen. I am Nostradamus. I know exactly what happened. These horses that are pulling the carriages aren't always treated the best. They don't have the best facilities to be taken care of. The horse was probably in ill health, died during. It's like the person who's riding it around trying to look for fares or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what can this person do? Like, all right, well, now I have a horse that died, so now I gotta get this horse out of here. I'm gonna go call my friend. And I'm going to figure out how to do this. In the meantime, I guess I just got to leave this horse here.
Well, they left a jug of water near it.
It says, though, that
So
this
maybe
horse
it was ailing.
that the owner had just recently bought it at an auction in Tennessee. So it was not in the circuit.
Sickhorses.com.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the, I guess, what do you call those? The carriage circuit downtown.
It was probably seized or something because
and
of some cruelty or something.
It says here that the Fulton County Humane Society also says it's not uncommon for owners of horses out in the country to bring the horses into the city, which is surprising
I've
to
seen
me.
that. I've seen like
That's
the
shocking to me.
Cowboys, city cowboys riding their horses around.
I've seen like
Where?
In Atlanta. At times.
It's very.
never
it's,
seen it.
No, it's very at times.
At times.
On certain days that end in Y.
I mean, it didn't seem like there was a horse event going
No,
on. It was just a
but
random.
he makes a good. I've seen this before. I've seen people riding horses for no rhyme or reason, just wearing a cowboy hat and galloping down the street.
But then wouldn't this story be like, yeah, this is a cowboy, an urban cowboy that came and his horse. Like, why is there sort of this discretion about how this horse got here?
Well, I think Jared's just protecting it because he's such a booster for Atlanta. He wouldn't want it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what I really am curious about is there was over in Buckhead last week, there was a horse parked outside of one of the main bars in Buckhead. What else do you say? I mean, do you saddle it?
Tied up.
There was a horse tied up outside of a popular bar in Buckhead last week, and I wonder if it's the same horse. So that's what I'm curious about, and I'm trying to
Maybe
do.
I got drunk and passed out, and because it was so hot.
A horse walked into the bar. Bartender said,
why the long
face?
face?
And then he died.
I'm really thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
There are so many questions about this, but again, it appears that there was no
We'll never
foul
know, I
play,
guess.
and it wasn't part of the carriage circuit. So at least we've eliminated those
Says
two.
who it wasn't part of the carriage
That's
circuit.
what they're saying at the AJC.
Yeah, they
We
investigated.
need a horse
believe him.
detective.
Yes.
We do need a
Yeah.
horse detective. Somebody who
To
probably
become a horse detective, we need to become a horse.
You know who
first.
knows the answer? Alex Williams. He definitely knows.
He
He's been
doesn't
holding.
know.
He's
He
been
doesn't know
holding
jack.
back on us. He knows all about Atlanta traffic, all about whether or not it's a car or horse related. But
Horse
right
feathers.
now, he says he's watching a crash that's still lingering on I-20 in DeKalb.
We have seen over the years our fair share of animals loose on the interstate, but luckily none of that right now. We just have a crash in DeKalb County. It's been in the left lane, I-20 eastbound, just before Panola Road. You're jammed up as you leave Wesley Chapel, trying to make that commute out into Lithonia. And now this crash in Morrow, 75 northbound Mount Zion Boulevard, exit 231. It's holding two left lanes, but still just minimal delays getting past it, so not going to recommend an alternate just yet. We did have an earlier crash on 285 over on the west side, Andrew Seco.
That we did. It has since cleared. All lanes back open. 285 south, the outer loop at Hollow Parkway. That's exit 12. Speeds picking up really well as you approach I-20. And in the heart of downtown, working really well. Got a nice speed limit ride. A little bit of stoppage on the connector south between 14th all the way down towards 10th Street. This report sponsored by Active Pest Control. Mosquitoes are annoying and can be dangerous. Let Active Pest Control help keep your yard mosquito-free year-round. For your $69 initial mosquito control service, visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When news breaks, we erased nearly 1 year of gains in the past few weeks. We've got it covered.
The NASDAQ is down more than 20% now from its record high in December.
With news at the top and bottom of every hour and when it breaks.
Two-day loss of nearly $6.5 trillion in market value.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
Imagine selling your home and getting paid before and after it sells. It's like getting paid twice. You can with Orchard because Orchard puts cash right into your pocket so you can buy your dream home.
Then, your Orchard experts prepare and market your old home, including repairs, showings, even price-boosting upgrades. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and here's why Orchard's the best. When your home sells for more, which happens 9 times out of 10, you get that cash too. It's almost like getting paid twice. That's why Orchard is the smarter, faster, hassle-free way to sell your home. Let's review. Orchard can unlock cash from your old home to use on your new home. That's payday number 1. You buy your new place, and once you're in, Orchard sells your old home for top dollar. You get that money too. Payday number 2, right there. Start with your free home valuation at Orchard.com or call 1-844-421-SELL. That's 1-844-421-SELL.
At Superior Pro, we use the highest quality materials and the best techniques in windows, siding, painting, doors, and more. Visit SuperiorPro.com.
Superior Pro, the pros to know.
For many women in our community, support for our physical and mental health feels out of reach.
When your workday is long.
And your budget is tight.
And your village is busy.
And the road between home and help is a 6-lane highway with no crosswalk.
Northside Hospital believes women deserve better.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work.
We got your house call.
Heard.
Learn more at northside.com/heard.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
Spring is the perfect time to update your home, and America's Best Choice makes it easy with these spring specials. Highest quality, energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. Take 10% off a new deck and create the outdoor oasis of your dreams. No pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwin.com today to schedule your free consultation.
You didn't choose to get in a wreck, but you can choose the best attorney. Trust the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy & Associates. Smiler Mark McKay here. They treat you with compassion and respect with zero upfront cost. If I got in a wreck, this would be my first call. JohnFoy.com.
From mission-critical moments to business as usual, rely on Critical Link from Southern Link, the network that supports L3 Harris LMR and LTE radios and Samsung Galaxy Series smartphones. Critical Link, reliability in action. Call 866-450-LINC for more information on Southern Link products and deals. Or visit Highfly Technologies in Atlanta or NextLink in Duluth. Go to southernlink.com to find a dealer near you.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
All right, we might have time for one more story from Studio B1, but first, we have a clarification on the horse.
I did find out that there was a horse at Elbow Room in Buckhead. I couldn't remember what the name of the bar was, but this literally happened 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if it's the same horse or not, but we do know that there are pictures of a horse tied up outside of Elbow Room. I guess the horse was parked outside of Elbow Room. I don't know what it's tied up regardless outside of Elbow Room in Buckhead.
Oh,
this is where we are, huh? People riding horses around. It's not practical. It's just a thing that they do so they can people take pictures of them.
Trump's economy, baby.
They're
Horse
the
eggs
cart.
are expensive.
Yeah. Horse eggs, gas for horses is through the roof.
Is it illegal to drink and ride?
Oh, absolutely.
I imagine so.
You can't be on the roads.
Of course.
Yeah, you can't be on the even if you're riding a bicycle on the roads and you get caught,
You can't have a horse, but you can ride that stupid scooter in the middle of the street.
You're not supposed to.
Well, everybody does.
They all break the rules. That's why the scooters should stay. In my opinion, I prefer them on the sidewalk instead of on the streets, but that's an argument for another day.
Yeah, well, we'll table that till tomorrow.
I know, but listen, stay tuned. You don't want to miss tomorrow's episode where we debate whether or not we have the scooters on the road.
No, we want people to
sidewalk.
listen. Don't tease that.
Are they still around? Those scooters. I think the
Yes.
scooter heyday was over. In Atlanta.
They
The
have
big
had
pile of scooters.
They have risen from the ashes, Greg. There are so many of them now, and apparently
There's too many in Atlanta proper.
Atlanta,
Like in DC and in Baltimore, there's like 1 or 2 companies that have scooters here.
I read it.
It's not like 7 that are in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's had a resurgence. In fact, I saw a report from What Now Atlanta saying that they're back up to pre-pandemic numbers of ridership. So it's one of their top markets, especially for Lime scooters.
Mhm.
So yeah, they're back, and they're back with a vengeance.
I went to a place the other day that there weren't a lot of parking, and I finally found a spot. And as I was winding around to pull into the spot, this was before I had my new car, there was a scooter just laying there or like leaning against a pole or something. So I just got as close as I could, and then it fell over because my car hit it. I checked it. It didn't look damaged.
It fell over because my car hit it.
Yeah,
Like
but
you
it-
had no.
Well, it was in my
agency
way.
in that, and hitting that scooter.
No, it wasn't my fault that they left it there, and I wasn't going to get
My
out of
car hit it. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I did that one time out of rage at a place I will not mention. There were no spots. Again, I'm driving around. I'm super tired. I need to go into the store. And somebody left a shopping cart in the space. So I just pulled in and slammed. I jumped right in, smashed the shopping cart, went into the store, got my stuff, and left. This was years ago, so the statute of limitations.
You're like the movie Falling Down.
No, I'm not that
stories.
angry. Please. All right.
That was a slow burn. He didn't even really come off that angry. It just kind of
Yeah.
build up over so many years. Then it came out in one day.
Yeah, well, he had a rough day. They wouldn't make his. They wouldn't make
Having
his.
a real bad day.
They wouldn't make his breakfast. All right, that music says we got to get out of here. We will be back tomorrow for the Doctrinaire Doctrine. Jared, you look like you have something you'd like to say.
I know that Autumn loves this because the conversation continues even when we get
Oh,
off
on
the air at
social
7
media,
on all
yeah.
of our socials.
Yeah, definitely contact me on Facebook. and
Wow,
And yeah, Xiao Hong Shu.
If there is a Chinese app, I guarantee you Autumn's available on there. Just look for Autumn Fisher on all the Chinese apps.
Follow me on Temu.
Meanwhile, Greg, Tim, and myself are available. Just look for Tim Andrews, Greg Russ, Jared Yamamoto. Even George Clark's got a secret Instagram account out there.
Yep, I do.
That you could let people know about. So follow us on the socials. The conversation doesn't stop there,
That's
right,
right,
Tim?
yeah, but leave me alone.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
Greg, we will talk to you on Wednesday.
Yes.
And we will be back tomorrow. Have a great night. Shelley Winter up next.